off you go. And it'll also help the lead. So she's struggling with the left lead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it makes sense because it's weakness one side versus the other, especially as you get going. So you're going to have to position her a little bit more shoulder in, shoulder forward, coming through that first corner, so that all her body weight is in front of that left tongue, and then she'll pick it up. If she gets out on the outside shoulder, that's why you're getting her outside lead, because it's literally just like horse pivot. She goes forward, and then the balance point is on the outside, not the inside.
Yeah.
So she can't, right? What's the right? One hand, counter cancer, another hand, one hand. So she's just offering second level. Thank you very much. We're not quite there yet. Because even when she picks it up wrong, she's still quite down. You did exactly what you should do. You just reset it. I think it was still 5.5 because you fixed it quickly.
Yeah.
So you still gained back because the cancer itself was pretty steady after that. The circle was a good size. So, you know, I could have been that person that's like 4, but like when you fixed it that quickly and then the rest of it was so calm, it felt cool. So, but you might, sometimes it's just an auto support, like when you're in like real show setting. So, I promise you, hurt every guy. So center line's pretty good, was slightly off. I think on the second one. Yeah, but and again, it's a big horse in a small space. Sometimes they can literally just think that yeah. So we have to work on gaining a little bit of momentum, turning on center line through your outside shoulder on a horse that's big one. You have to, like most horses, you kind of like hold steady. You know what I mean? You just kind of maintain. You have to kind of like moderate, start to zoom a little bit on your outside so that the whole horse comes around so you nail that center line. You have to add some impulsion, purely just, again, physics, the size of your horse. So we'll work on that. We'll do a couple center lines, we'll do a couple halts, and then we'll work the canter a little bit. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll finish with trot, because I don't want to make her tired, so I want the canter at the end.
Her trot like that.
Yeah. But her trot, like I said, her trot has come a long way. Like she's looking a lot stronger than last time I saw it. So. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we're going to go up to trot. Again, right from the first step, you have to take the ownership of where her chest is. So, even in the walk here, you're going to pick her up a little bit. You're going to kind of, you know, kick her a little bit with your heel, poke her, you know, like kind of get your hands up and underneath yourself a little bit, create a little impulsion, and then all you have to do is kind of, you know, open your elbow slightly off the shoulder. Yeah, exactly. Good. Now legs quiet. So the hard thing on a horse that can be a little bit behind your leg is that you have to use your leg less in the end. And that's tricky because you have to create energy, but once she's going, you have to literally like take your foot off the gas pedal and put cruise control on. Yeah. She has to be self-propelled, otherwise you're going to have a heck of a time with 25, 30 degrees outside trying to keep the horse over, right? So even here, just keep your knees soft. Don't get them off the saddle. Just make sure you're not pinching with your knee as a focal point. Good. So lower leg is on at the girth. Keep your ankles still and steady. When you push forward, both boots push together, like you're squeezing toothpaste out of a tube, and you lift the chest at the same time. So the impulsion and the energy comes from the chest lift, not the kick forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, good. Not too fast. I love that. Now you take a breath and you ride the rhythm. So as you push forward and she goes to offer that bigger step, you have to all gather and she brings it up instead of that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, there. Good. So you're taking the energy into balance, not into alignment. Yeah. Yeah, so you kind of swish her up through her mane and then breathe. Yeah. Good, up in your chest. Careful on the short side. Yeah, good. And if you feel her go to curl in, make sure your elbow just auto goes forward half an inch. Just so she doesn't get stuck. Good. So you're always encouraging her and her neck to get higher, her throat to get more open, her nose to go forward. She's going to teeter within that, but it's your job to say head that way. Yeah, super. Up in your chest. 20 meters. Sorry, no more. Good. Outside connection. Bring that outside shoulder up. So this is where your center line work is going to come into play. So even though we're on a 20-meter circle, we know our job. We can do a 20-meter circle with our eyes closed. I want you to take her to a second level thought. Gather her outside together and give a little bit more on the outside range connection. Yes. So she is, I'm not asking for more bend. I am not asking for any of that. I want her to get straighter on your outside, and I want that left shoulder to like eagerly come up in front of you as you come. Super. Yeah, very little on the ring. You move the hands together as a unit, more in front of your right knee. You drive forward with your left hip and your left boot, so that the outside of the horse travels faster than the inside of the horse. Yeah. Yeah, you just keep that chest up. Good. So she goes to go a little bit low. Yes, all you do there is you close your legs and you send her forward through her ears. Super. She's not punished when she comes, a little bit in. You just say, okay, up and up. Super, up and out. But you can see the top line engages, and it's only because she's still young and she doesn't have a developed top line that the head kind of goes whoop at the end of the line, right? This is where people panic and go, oh my God. No. It's just your job of a rider to check your mirrors and check yourself so that you can always see her crown piece in front of you. If you cannot see it, she's tough. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For me, that was the best visual on a giant horse because you get so much going on. If I can't see my crown piece in front of me, his nose is too deep. Because you have to keep her ears on top. Especially because she's got like a short neck, it's really easy for her to fall down in front. Super. Yeah. Now she's up. Super. Good. And then a walk transition with the same energy. Good. Okay, right idea. She just literally was like, whoo, ready to go. But her chest didn't come up. She just kind of lost the momentum because she was like, how the heck do I gather all these legs underneath? But that was really good effort. Okay, try it again. Up. Good. Yeah, outside shoulder. Quick. Super. Super. And a walk transition again. This time a little bit more lower leg. Even. Totally valid. Good. Up. Better. Good. Again, far. Right. You just have to be aware that you know she's going to abruptly. I don't want her to be digging in her shins and backing off the transition. So it doesn't have to be super accurate in terms of and walk. It needs to be balanced. So take that extra 2 steps. Just to keep the nose of the plane up, Okay? Let's take up trot and we'll change direction. I don't care where or how. Good. And you're going to take that right shoulder around that turn with the knee in. Step up, outside shoulder. Come. Super. There, feel that? There we go. Outside shoulder. Super. On a 20 down here. Good. Outside shoulder. I know you have walls in here, but don't get lazy and let them do the work. It's your shoulder. Good. Yep. Come. Yeah, you speed up the right side of the horse. Super. Good. That's it. And a walk transition. Up, up, up. Good. That was better balance. She just slows in the last one. Too high. So every time you do this, you're going to be shit. It's a new problem, right? All these different things are going to happen. So you just have to just keep doing it and go, oh, okay, I need a little more leg. Oh, okay, too much hand. Oh, okay, you know, and you just figure it out together. But your goal here is that you can keep her chest up. That is your number one, right? The rest of it's going to kind of teeter and totter and whatever, right? So up, trot again, quick outside shoulder. Yeah, now don't keep your hand too high. This is the tricky part. You have a short neck. I'm screaming at you to keep your chest up, right? So keep your rein a little bit shorter so that you can pick up the whole force with your entire trunk, okay? It's not just a hand coming up, and I don't want her to be heavy in your hand. We talked about this before. So the tricky part about me being all rah, rah, rah is I don't want you to then think I'm okay with it being heavy, right? So you have to play, that's where your check has to be. As I'm saying drive, make sure it's coming from the center of your body and not just a tight hand. So if she's heavy, yeah, let the rein out happen and you I don't want you to carry this force. Okay? And if you feel like you need a break or she needs a break, because again, I'm all rah, 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 just tell me. I would rather you walk for a second so we can maintain lightness, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Right? Okay, and walk transition again. Watch your hands a bit too high. Yeah. Good. Again, it's tricky, right? So she just got a little bit, she's eager to walk, and it's a lot of work. So do your transition just a notch slower through your body. Okay, up trot. Land the plane tactfully. You have a 747. Yeah.
She likes stopping.
I know. I'm telling you, I rode the same horse, except she's less ornery than her temperament's a little bit more agreeable than but it's the same thing, right? So now, when you do your walk transition, take 2 steps to walk, not 1. Chest up. Yes, better. Feel that? The hind leg has to keep walking. Good. One more time. We'll go down 7. Good. Outside shoulder. Quick. Good. Now my back's gotten a little bit lifted, yeah? This is good. Super. And then a walk transition, same thing. Focus on the balance and the hind leg coming up. Like a half step. If Lee was to be here with a whip and do some like piaffe step, that's your walk transition. Okay? We're 5 years old. We're going to talk about that anyway. We're going to just piaffe our way around. Fine. Okay, but that's the kind of energy underneath. Okay, up trot. And now with the same ta-ta-ta energy on the outside rein, come down your center line and hold. Forward. Yeah, come. Better with your outside rein. Super. I don't care what direction you go, come one more time. Same energy, outside rein. Do you feel that? Like she came outside. That's the come. Super. So your left side is going to go faster than your right one here. And the chest stays up. Come. So a little slower. Yeah. Okay, one more time this way. So turn right at the end. That's not terrible. I'm just being picky. Come. Yep, right there too. Yeah, on that left side. Good. Okay, now. Switch the whip wheel.
Yeah.
One more time. You knew it was great. Good. Okay, touch now with the shoulder. The whip should be forward. Yeah, because it's the shoulder I want to step. I don't need to drive her hind end down. Okay? So look top of the shoulder very gently. Up. Yes. Up. Yeah. Okay. I didn't like that. I don't want to piss her off. I'm not here to make her mad. Good, but I just want you to have this feeling of like, tickle, tickle. Make sure your legs will work. Good, better. Good girl. There, feel that? A little bit more energy. Good. Okay. And down again. Work, touch, 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 touch. Don't get lazy on this left turn. Good. And walk transition between A and K. Free walk, short leg. Good. Well done. Good balance. That's very good. And free walk doesn't matter. I'm just giving you a walk right for 2 seconds before we can't. Good. Yeah, even in the free walk, step, step, step. Because I want to touch the canter on the left side. But literally, when it comes to the shapes of your test, again, your accuracy is good, right? Like you do your circles, you do your diagonal, you know where you're going. But for her, you just need to be snapping on that outside range so that the turn is like,
Yeah.
right? Because you need to feel like the energy comes with you. So it's two things. It's a quick outside aid and a lifted shoulder and chest. Because if you can keep the chest up, you have no problem behind the leg keep coming around the leg. The moment you kind of let her drop down, even if it's like, it's hard, because sometimes you're like, oh, the contact problem. But it's tiredness from, yeah. So like when it drops down and then you turn, then you get into, right? And it especially becomes a problem when you have a cancer out here. I mean, she's so super and she's so well-tempered and agreeable. She's wonderful. So let's, like, you know, she's a 10 on a personality anyway. So let's make that stride match, right? Because she's impressive to watch.
Yeah.
So don't let her be a love. She's not a love. Like, look at her. She's great, right?
She's probably the largest horse I've ever ridden.
Yeah.
And like horses. So
And it's a whole
I
other-
a lot of my techniques work for a little bit.
Yes.
But they don't really.
No, and that's the thing. Like, you have to, there's an initial stage of a bit of a rah-rah-rah, and then you have to do the rest than you do on the smaller ponies, because the more you work on the smaller ponies, you push back on you, and then you get stuck back behind your leg. Because you guys, they all do, it puts into this, right? So you need to be able to like kind of lift and push,
Yeah.
not kick and smack. Because if you do that, she does exactly what I expected her to do. I'm like, well, right? Okay, so let's pick her up. We're going to do a 20-meter circle down here at A, and then you're going to pick up your canter the same way you do your test. So you're going to canter at A, do a circle, and then carry it to the top seat.
Okay.
Okay? So prop circle first so that she can get going. And then we're just going to do a canter piece in your test. Okay, so outside shoulder, right from the toe. Yeah. She doesn't have to run like crazy. She doesn't, you know what I mean? It just has to be upright balance. I don't want her flying around here, you know, off the leg. Yeah, the balance comes first. Here, good. I told her up here. There it is now. Okay, so we need a little, okay. So just one shot circle, like that. So we need to get her here in a shoulder portion. Good girl, good girl. We're okay, good girl. I know, she's like, I know what I'm supposed to do. We have to get her inside shoulder in front of her hind leg a little bit more. So here, you need to be thinking about the shoulder in, like right here. Same kind of thing to Leah, your inside leg in the middle.
Set my watch to a class
There.
as soon as I start drawing it. Keeps asking me about it.
The more supple on the face, the right side
Drives me
up.
nuts.
I know, she's just, so let's put her in the right thing. Okay. So a little bit more suppleness, a little more flexion, a little more clarity, and we're heading to the left. On the left